So guys, I'm in my Tiger, and as I said, I think this is one of the most OP tanks in Tier 7, but people say the T-29 is more overpowered, but then in the end of the day, Tiger is getting nerfed, so Tiger is certainly OP in some perspectives, and I gotta say, the Tiger is not a bad tank, and I'm just trying to snap his gun, and just check out the accuracy. I actually did hit his gun and probably snapped it. Uh, and KV1S doesn't have the greatest accuracy with a broken gun, and I'm gonna fire like HE round into the SFL, and he backs off. So why do I think the Tiger is pretty damn OP? Is that first of all, you got 1,500 health. That's like tier. Let me think. What tier standard? Tier 8 heavy tank standard. And okay, I need to switch back to AP now. So tier tier 8 heavy tank standard health points you got, and okay, you don't have the best armored tank. It's not good for assault, but come on, if you become a sniper, by the time they spot you, and you probably have with your team's assistance spotting, you could have put 5 or 6 shots in that time when they get to you, and that time when they get so close, when they spot you, it doesn't matter. You got plenty of health to beat them up, and you can see that in this matchup, I've decided to go ultra aggressive, and the gun, my turret, my armor will hold against a stock E2 all day long, and there goes him. He's dead. Kill confirmed. First kill, and I don't know why I don't do that much damage on that Peter's SFL. Somehow lead my shot accurately, finishes him off. So T-29, okay, is OP as hell. The turret armor is OP, but one thing that the T-29 doesn't have is the rate of fire. Alright, this tank, if you just let this gun keep firing, GG. Just like, come on. But then you gotta know what you're doing though. For those of you who haven't tried it and who think that this is not that good of a tank, you're totally wrong, because the buff just made this thing like a beast, and I mean it. It's like a beast after the buff. I'm on 4 kills now, and side scraping on this tank is not that bad because the suspension is actually pretty good. So I'm like, okay, I can get my top gun here. Why should I not in my Tiger? Because like it's like my last few games in Tiger, and I just thought, since they're gonna nerf it, get a few good medals in it, and it will be GG to sell it. The M6 you can see is reliably penetrating us with his 90mm gun, but we have plenty of health, and we nail him. That's how simple it is. Now we got we got like KB1S staying at base doing some crap. I don't know what he's doing. Now I can pen at the guy's turret and I hit the bloody flipping building. For those of you who's new to the game, or probably who didn't know the KB3, one of the KB3's weak spot is actually the mantelet. A 76mm gun will be able to penetrate the mantelet of that thing. So yeah, that's one of the weakest thing about that thing. And I've become quite newbie, ignoring the KB3's rate of fire. But I'm just gonna DPM him out, hopefully. But I don't have a shot, so I'm like, okay, let's just get him and then aim for the Peter SFL. He just fired, so I just nail him. And oh god, this is not good. This is not good. Now the A44 can kill me close range, so I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Angle the armor. Angle the armor. He fires at me with a HE. What an idiot. What an idiot. I'm just like trying to kill steal. And oh, rate of fire. Rate of fire advantage. Get the kill. Get my Radley Walters. You see that in chat they were like, what did they write? Like King Tigers? No, Tiger is the best, or something like that. So King Tiger or whatever. This tank is pretty good. The armor can help you a few times, but then it's not as good as, like, for example, IS. But then it's like a box shape, so you will be able to. It's kind of easy armor kind of techniques. Angle it 45 degrees, that type of thing. Now the nerf, I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I suspect it's not gonna make this tank good anymore. It's just no brainer to grind this tank right now, and I'm quite lucky because I got my Tiger 2, and that thing well, I'm stock at the moment, like except the engine. Everything else is probably stock except the radio as well. Um, the Tiger, I certainly enjoy the grind on this thing. It's not being a pain. It's absolutely amazing, and I had the Top Gun on this thing unlocked because I had the Tiger P before. The Tiger P, in my opinion, is not as good as this thing because this thing can actually shift. All right, believe it or not, this is actually pretty fast. Because the engine actually is pretty good engine on this thing. Although it doesn't have like 50 kilometers or 40, but the acceleration's alright and it doesn't feel sluggish at all for a tank of this size. And after all, I just love this tank. T29. You actually have to go hold down. You actually have to find a piece of terrain that works. This thing, if you get the gun firing, it's just game over for the enemy tanks. So hopefully you enjoyed this. And for more Tiger 1 replays, I have one where I did 5k damage, almost 6k or something like that, in a tier 9 game where I got Ace Tanker and broke my record with 3,100 experience earned. So thanks for watching, and yeah, please subscribe.